A little bit. All right, here we go. All right, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another around 30 minutes. And as always, today I have a special guest. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. And I have a special guest today. I got the infamous, the most famous person on Nerd Rage Radio.
Not,
We got
not at
Uncle
all.
Dolphin. We got Uncle Dolphin. We got Joe KW, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm like the least prolific person on that show.
Man, come
Bobby
on
is
now.
Bobby's everywhere, and Adam has like a couple of podcasts. Like I
Yeah.
just show up there once in a while, and that's about it.
Oh, that's hey, but that's you need more, Uncle Dolphin. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. We need more of that and everything. But so yeah, to start off and everything, how did you get the nickname Uncle Dolphin?
I it was a few years ago. There was a comedian with a joke about how Asians are smooth as a dolphin.
And you are smooth.
So so I don't remember. I think it was Bobby or Adam. One of them they called me Uncle Dolphin, and it just stuck. Like his kids call me
Okay.
Uncle Dolphin.
Yeah, all right. I thought it was his kids that gave it to you in the first place. I didn't know it was them two that did it.
Yeah, it was on the show. They
Okay.
might have just called me a dolphin, and then like the kids call me Uncle Dolphin.
Oh, got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense a lot. Okay, cool. All right. So, what is it that you are collecting at the moment? What do you collect? What's your passion in collecting everything?
My collecting's kind of changed a lot this year.
Okay, good.
So like mostly, I mean, I'm not buying a lot quantity wise, but they've
Okay,
gotten more expensive. So like I'm mostly looking at statues now,
okay,
on
nice.
top of like anime stuff, which I've always been into.
Right. Okay. So mainly statues. Like, so what kind of statue are you going toward? I know you have a Oh, Bobby always talks about one that is beautiful. What was that one?
The darkness.
Darkness. Yes, the video.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean that was the one that like broke the barrier for me. Like
Oh, that's what got you hooked.
I've had like a lot of six scale statues,
Okay.
like comic books, like Deadpool, X-Men stuff,
Yeah.
but I've never had anything over a couple $100.
Yeah.
But I love the darkness. Like I think it's more of a niche thing. It's not one of the big Marvel or DC things,
Yeah.
but it's one of the things I grew up reading as like a teenager.
Okay.
So when I saw that statue and it was like a couple $1,000, I'm like, I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna buy something that expensive. And
Everybody's
my
gonna do
girlfriend
that.
was like, you should get it. It's fucking awesome. And I was like, oh, you're cool with it then.
Oh
Once
yeah.
I gotten that, like everything else was just. It's once you break the seal, you know,
Oh yeah. Well,
and
once you
everything else
get
is cheaper than that. Like once you've gotten something expensive, anything that's that price or less becomes
yeah.
accessible.
Okay. So yeah, once you got the permission from the better half, I guess, then you're like,
I mean,
okay.
she's a collector too. Like half the
Yeah.
shit in this house is hers. Oh, can we
I
cuss
was
on
gonna
here?
get, I was gonna get into that. Yeah, you guys, yeah, but
Okay.
don't drop the F and C bomb all the time. But
I try not to, but I'm pretty rough.
That's true. No, but yeah. So I was gonna ask you about that. So your other half collects. So what do y'all collect? Do y'all collect together, or do y'all have different interests, or what does she collect?
Uh, we have common interests and separate. Like I'm in her room. I'm like, let me show you the camera. I'm in
Okay.
her office right now. She works from home,
Okay.
so like that's all her stuff.
Holy crap, man.
That's all that Thundercat stuff up there.
Oh,
That's hers, and that's just part of it. All
okay.
these books are hers too.
Nice.
Um,
Y'all pick
but
all
we,
that stuff up over in Japan, don't you?
yeah, we both love anime, so mostly we
Okay.
collect together anime stuff. We used to both like comic books a lot more than we do now. We still like it, but
Uh-huh.
we used to collect a lot of comic books, statues, and figures.
Oh,
I've
nice.
mostly gotten rid of all like boxed all my action figures.
Okay. Does she,
Like
now does she collect statues like you, like the high end statues, or
some more before. She
okay,
has some Lady Deadpool statues. She has some Psylocke
okay,
statues, Magneto statue. Um, there are like statues, like anime stuff are quote unquote statues. They're like the plastic stuff, the
okay,
vinyl
yeah,
statues. So
mhm,
like we don't really collect action figures anymore. They're mostly static things.
okay. No more action figures. So if you had to, as far as collecting, if you had to stop collecting right now, would you be, and not sell anything, would you be satisfied with your collection? Would y'all both be satisfied?
Satisfied, like that's a tough question. I mean,
Like content, just content.
yeah, because I have a lot of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, there's always more stuff you want. Because we're
Right.
into this nerdom, right? We're into nerd stuff
Hmm.
like Transformers, movies, comics, etc. And
Hmm.
collectibles and geekiness is so normal nowadays that there's just so much product out there.
That's true. Hmm.
So they keep making things I want.
Mhm. Yeah,
That,
exactly.
but honestly, like you can see, I'm out of space. So like, if we don't buy anything else, we're good.
You'll be
But
satisfied.
I'm always, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm always gonna want more stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is true. So, what got you into collecting? Have you always collected all your life as a kid, or just as
Um,
an adult?
as more as an adult, like I've always wanted to. Like I
Hmm.
didn't. I grew up with a lot of money. We grew up in Hong Kong
Hmm.
in a small apartment, and I didn't have much
Yeah,
toys. I had
yeah,
some hand-me-downs, and I've always wanted toys. It's one of those things when like that stays with you as a kid
mhm,
when you think of something and it sticks with you. So
exactly.
like I always thought when I grow up and make money, I'm gonna buy toys.
That's
And when I had a full-time job, not a great job. When I started, I was in the workforce. I would buy action figures and
yeah,
comic books and stuff. But once I become a pharmacist, when I graduated, that's all where all my money goes. I have no kids,
yeah.
so like my money goes towards my house, my bills, and then toys.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. That's cool. Most people say, that this is, they didn't have it as a kid, and you're like, when I get an adult, I want that stuff and everything. And now you have better choices than
Yeah,
you did as a kid.
yeah. Better than more than
Hmm.
ever before. I mean, like I saw because I was just browse. Sometimes I browse statues stuff. Like they have like random quarter scale, like $2,000 statues of crap I've never heard of. Like that
Yeah.
DC has space dolphins. That's
That's
quarter
so
scale.
you, dude. That's calling you, man.
No,
That
no,
is
no, no.
so you,
I
dude.
ain't spending no
Come on,
$600 on some dolphin statues. They look good,
come
but
on,
not for
man.
me.
That is you. I need to talk to Bubby and Adam about getting that for your birthday or something, man.
No,
That'd be a good birthday present.
I,
So, speaking of that, so what is your favorite? Who is your favorite character overall? Like, I always, I'm mainly Transformer thing, so I ask people their favorite character. So, who is your favorite character from any, line or anything like that?
it's hard. It's hard to say because things has changed,
Okay.
right? So Deadpool is my favorite character
Okay. Nice. Good choice.
from when I was middle school when he first came out.
Okay.
But now, like I've stopped reading his stuff like 3 years ago. So like I don't. I feel like I'm being fake if I say he's my favorite character, just because I don't know anything currently about him. But
Yeah.
everything that I did know, I love, and I have more Deadpool stuff than anybody I know.
Like, well, what got you out of depth? I mean, is it because it was oversaturated? Like, he was everywhere. Like, it just. I mean, Marvel Legends, there's just tons, and they just keep repainting them and redoing them. And they add like maybe him without pants or something,
Yep.
because of that.
That partially that I mean it was a slow move towards that. So like he used to be a niche character, like a cult character, like
Exactly.
people love him, but not many people know about him.
Right.
I used to cosplay as him when there was only like three of us in the community, but
Now,
like it picked up. It picked up. I don't know how exponentially. Everyone started loving Deadpool like 6 years ago or so,
yeah, yeah.
and they're like just ridiculous people acting like idiots in cosplay and Deadpool cosplay
Like Harley
being
Quinn.
assholes.
Harley
And
Quinn
then
was
like,
a big example, I think.
huh?
Maybe Harley Quinn. I think she busted on
Another one. Another
everybody.
one. It just brings out the worst fandom. And like it just drove me away. And also the writer changed. Like
Okay.
Daniel Way, I blame him for everything. He started Deadpool Volume 2 like maybe 10 years, 8 years back
Okay.
and made him into the joke that he is today. Like his character completely
Oh, really?
changed when Daniel Way took over writing for him. He
Okay.
didn't used to be this ridiculous,
Really?
as far as
Okay.
I remember anyway.
Okay.
But
Well,
I think the movies are great. The live action movies, like
yeah.
that brought it back for me to like
Okay.
old school Deadpool.
I like both movies. I think they were really good. I mean, they're funny as hell. I can sit there and watch, the first one and just still laugh my ass off when he's,
Yeah,
and Ryan Reynolds, I think, is a perfect Deadpool in my opinion.
yeah. Like he's wanted to play that role. He's been talking about. He's a fan. He's been talking about that for years.
Oh yeah, he's been trying to. I think did he even throw in some money for himself to try to get it
I think he did.
made or something like that. I read somewhere that he was, he was so passionate about that character that he wanted to do that and everything. So,
Yeah.
and so that's cool. So speaking of
I got a
cosplay,
closet Deadpool fan now. Like I
You
don't announce it, but
yeah,
like secretly I'm ashamed of it.
I like Deadpool. He's all right, but
Yeah.
not really. You won't be
Me,
one of those guys like, he's all right. I really
no.
love
Meanwhile, I have like a little shrine at home. Like I have a shrine of
him.
Deadpool at home.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just a little like, oh yeah, he's all right. So speaking of cosplay,
Yeah.
so did you get her into it, or did she get you into it, or did y'all just
I
both
got
fall?
her into it.
Really?
I mean, she's a lot younger than me. She's like 8 years younger than me.
Oh, my wife is too. She's a little over 9.
Yeah, so I've gone to cons for a long time. Like they've existed for a long time, but it's just now
Mhm.
they're super popular.
Yeah.
So, like when we started going out, I took her to a con. She's never been,
Okay.
and we had a great time. And we dressed up as some random ninjas, just like store-bought costumes.
Okay. Nice.
And then I was like, and then the Halloween after that, I was like, I want to try and do a Deadpool cosplay. That was my first cosplay,
Okay.
and I bought a store-bought one, and it was crap. And I was like, man, like I wish
I could
somebody
do
could.
better.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. I make the props. So like I make I
Okay.
cast resin guns and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, but she was like, oh, her dad knows how to sew, so she borrowed his
Oh, okay.
machine and sewed me a Deadpool costume. And from then, she just fell in love with cosplay. She still
Nice.
makes like fucking a dozen costumes a year. Like
Really?
I haven't made anything in like
Wow.
a couple of years. I've gotten out of it kind of time
Yeah.
wise, but
Mhm.
that's her main hobby.
Did she have Instagram or anything? Did she, post anything on that to show
Yeah, you
anything?
Kaylee, Kelee
Yeah,
on
you had to send it to me, and I'll post
yeah,
it for
on
you.
it's on Facebook. She's on Instagram too,
Okay, cool.
and
Yeah, I love
and
seeing
Twitter.
some of her
Yeah.
stuff. That's your picture. I think it's Dragon Ball Z. I think y'all doing something.
Yeah. That's my profile pic from few years back. 'Cause I don't
Nice.
like change my crap much.
It's fine. I don't either. So, and speaking of, the fandom, that, you just said that, the Deadpool, it got oversaturated, and then the people playing the Deadpool just got, really poisonous. What,
Yeah.
what, what do you think of the state of the fandom is now? Like, how
Uh,
do you look at it? Like, is it
of
still
Deadpool
poison?
or just fandoms in general.
Just fandoms in general.
I think anytime you get a large group of people together, you're gonna get a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
And because nerd stuff has gotten so popular, the crowd has become huge. So you
Yeah,
have just by ratio a lot more assholes,
yeah.
and that's what it is.
So, do you are you happy that it's getting, I want to say, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's getting like mainstream. Like, Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con used to be, comics about comics and stuff,
Yeah,
and then the writers and everything. But now it's so mainstream. It's you
it's
can't.
not much comic. It's not much books
Yeah,
there.
it's just
It's all
movies,
movie
movie
stuff.
stars and everything. So what do you think about, going it that way? I mean, it's kind of sad. Like, I miss the old days.
I have mixed feelings. Like I try real hard to not be old and stuck in my ways in life. Because like growing up, I always thought old people sucked because they just stuck in their ways. So I
Yeah.
try to evolve with the time. Like I always make fun of like Bobby and Adam for like, oh, I like the old days. Or like
Yeah.
Adam's like, I remember flip phones, and I'm like, Man, just come on now.
I remember flip phones too, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I like
Yeah.
to move on with the time. So there's good stuff about it because
Mhm.
how popular it is. Like that's why we're getting all the products and movies and merchandise.
Yeah.
Without the mainstreamness, we wouldn't have any of that. So
Right.
I'm happy for that. And there's still some conventions like Baltimore Comic Con that's more book driven.
Mhm.
So like you can find them, they're just not as big.
Yeah.
And nowadays really you can find anything online.
That is true. That is true. That's why a lot of people go to TFCon. They don't go for the Transformers. They go for the friends. And the
Yeah,
stuff.
meeting up people from everywhere.
Um,
But like I don't know. Like it's unfortunate because it's gotten too big for me. Like I don't go to many cons anymore. It's just too crowded. It's the thing. Like before you can get tickets and go, it's a lot of people, but now like you can't move.
yeah,
You
assholes
go
out.
there and yeah,
Yeah,
like then that's not fun. And like having to pre-order tickets and maybe not get them a year in advance, that's
that's
crazy.
true. That is true. Especially I would love to go to San Diego Comic Con or New York Comic Con, but
Yeah, I
I'm
used to go to New York. We used to go to New York Comic Con every year.
you
But
have to,
not for the last 3-4 years now.
yeah, you have to pre-order, and then you're lucky to get, if you maybe get Thursday, and you're like, I don't want to go Thursday. I want to go Saturday. That's what
Right. I'm not gonna sit around and refresh my screen hoping to get a ticket. That's not my life.
That's true. Matt Hurt said he said thanks for the workout advice a while back.
Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully it's working out for you guys.
And I need to get hook up with you about that all that stuff, anything. So
You always get back on it. It's just one of these days you're gonna stick with it.
yeah, I'll try. I've lost 14. I'm down.
Good.
I'm in the whatever that weight loss competition. I'm not winning because Chris, Pinkerton,
Pinkerton's doing
you
great.
Yeah,
Like he
I'm
was
happy for
drooling
him.
over some fries that Adam was having the other day.
I'm happy that he got to fit into some older pants and everything. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
that makes you feel good. Makes you feel good about yourself and everything. So that's
Yep.
cool. So, are you into Transformers at all?
No, I am. I still love Transformers. Just I don't get as much stuff. At the beginning when I first found third party, like everybody else, I just bought up everything,
Yeah.
including all the junk, and quality wasn't the best. Even the good stuff wasn't that good back then.
Right.
Um, but like I've like recently, like in the past year, decided what I want to get, but they
Yeah.
don't really make what I like. So
That's
that's why I haven't got much. I like the Generation Toy stuff, Wolvertron,
yeah.
Transformation, all the same company. Like basically masterpiece scaled IDW stuff.
Right. So, well, if okay, so you don't collect it as much. What do you think Transformers could do moving forward to get you back into it, like really uh just draw you back into it? What do you think that Transformers could do to extend another 30? They've been around for 30 plus years. What do you think they could do to do another 30 plus years?
I mean, I haven't watched Bumblebee, but I've heard good stuff about it. And I'm not one of those really. What the movies are not good. All right, look,
I was going to ask you about that too. What do you think about
movies, the
movies?
stories are not good, but I love watching them.
Yeah,
I like people hate. I know
absolutely.
people hate Bayformers. I think they're great. Like I don't see them as G1 Transformers. Like I said, it's something else, alternate universe. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Age of Apocalypse, X-Men doesn't look like the regular X-Men, but they're still X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
So
So
like,
basically eye candy for you.
yeah. So I like the Bayformers. I had a lot of Bayformers,
Oh, really?
but the
Okay.
quality went down in the toys. Like the Luxus,
Mhm.
after Dark of the Moon, like
Yeah.
they went to crap, so I stopped collecting them.
They-
But that Prime, the Leader Prime, is still one of the best
oh
Transformers
yeah.
I think there is.
Yeah, Studio Prime. I'm sorry, not Studio Prime, but Studio Series. I think they've gotten better with the movie stuff, especially the quality and everything. I mean, I'm not telling you to go check them out because I don't think that would fit your collection where you're going towards. But if you're a big movie collector, I think the Studio Series is a way to go.
Yeah, my only thing is I'm weird with Transformers. I'm with Justin on this. I like my stuff to scale. I want all my cars to scale.
Okay.
Planes, helicopters, guns, whatever, it's fine. But the cars
Yeah.
have to scale. Like that's one of the reasons I stopped collecting deluxes. Even when the quality went down, I still bought them for a while, but
Mhm.
they got smaller. Like the cars
Yeah.
didn't match up to the other
Yeah.
cars. That's mainly what got me out of it.
And that's a lot of people. The gripe with the new Siege line is they've gotten smaller and everything. And I'm doing it. I'm gonna do a where I sit down, or not sit down, but I talk about say that with the G1 reissues, they're coming out. I don't know if you're into that stuff or anything.
The original.
Yeah, the original
Like
stuff.
no, like I like G1 at the cartoon, but like
Mhm.
I said, I move on. Like when quality of toys get better, I move on to the new line.
Yeah.
Like
Well, what I think is, and what I love the G1. I love the nostalgia to going down walking down the aisle. That's fine, and everything. But do we really need that stuff? I would rather them put the resources into maybe making the Siege line better, even better
right,
than it is now, or do masterpiece. Do all that stuff. Get our the art bucks that we need, that we want. And
right.
everything.
Yeah, I don't know what they did. Well, they moved on to Beast Wars. Like I'm with Bobby, man. I'm not a Beast Wars fan. Like I don't like the
Terrible.
aesthetics. They're ugly to me. Like I'm not saying anything about the story. The story, like no one's ever complained the story. Everyone
Yeah.
said the story is great, but like they're ugly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching something, you'd be like, even the storyline is good, you'd be like, God, they don't do it for me. The Transformers don't do it for me. The
Yeah,
Beasts don't do it for me and everything.
yeah, they're
That's
ugly.
understandable.
So I don't hate on it. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it ruined Transformers or anything. I think it's just different.
Yeah, and I tell this every time, it's like, they're not all going to be home runs. At least they're trying. They're doing
Right.
something different. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, they move on, and whatever.
I mean, what really brought me back and got me out again was the comics. I started reading the IDW comics, and like I was all in. That's when I bought everything.
Nice.
And once Hasbro got a hand in the comics and like when
Final Wars.
Combiner Wars,
Yeah.
I stopped reading the comics in Combiner Wars because it became trash.
A lot of people are like that. Yeah, they love the starting of it, and then right when you go Combiner Wars and then the Time Returns, all that stuff and everything, just like, no, they're trying to sell toys,
Exactly,
basically.
you can smell the corporate money in there. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
they sacrifice the story,
Yeah.
and then they end up losing money from me anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So if I will get a little to know about you and everything. So if you could have one last meal, and like I tell everybody, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. If you could have one last meal, what would that be?
Hmm. Man, I love food so much. It's hard to pick.
Can't
But
tell, but you're so skinny, man.
I eat a lot. Or like I starve myself so I can eat more in one meal. That's usually what I binge.
Mm.
Uh, I would just go with this simple. I would just go with a nice rare ribeye steak.
Oh, good job, man.
Like I love a lot of stuff, but like when it comes down to it, like give me a ribeye any day, all
Mhm.
day.
Yeah, exactly. I had one last night from Texas Roadhouse. I love that.
Oh, dude, I love Texas Roadhouse. We don't
Come
have
on.
anyone close here. I have to drive like half an hour to get to one, but we still
I
go.
don't.
We have like a Longhorn and Outback
Yeah,
here, but Texas Roadhouse is where it's at. So
yeah.
I make the trip to go.
I ate with when I went was it the first Skull Fest I went with? Me, Bobby, and Chris went and ate at a Texas Roadhouse. I don't know where it was though. I
It's
forgot.
close. It's close to his house. His house. I have to
Yeah.
drive up to his way to just to get
How far
some
is it from him?
half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay, well, not too bad, but you know.
No, I mean I go there like at least once or twice a week.
Oh yeah, you're like
When
a.
I'm not doing overtime, that is.
Oh yeah, you're like a family member to them, man. That's cool. That's awesome. So what is? Do you like cereal? And what is your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
That's my go-to. But I love cereal. I eat half a box at a time. I get a big like half-gallon milk, pour the whole thing in there, and
Damn.
like I sprinkle cereal in and eat it a little bit at a time because I don't like it to get soggy. So like I'll
Yeah,
sprinkle
yeah.
it in and I eat it, and I'm a weirdo.
I love Captain Crunch, but man, yeah, if that stuff gets soggy,
Dude, like the
it
pebbles,
ruins
fruity
everything.
pebbles, chocolate pebbles. If I feel like I want to be healthy, I eat a Raisin Bran Crunch and
I love some
honey
raisin.
bunch of oats.
Yeah, I will eat some raisin bran. Them are good. I like some raisin bran.
Yeah, man.
Crunch is, it's all right, but I love raisin bran by itself.
Dude, when they sold just bunches, I killed those things.
Dude, they
They,
sell
they did it for
marshmallows.
a while, huh?
They sell like the Lucky Charms marshmallows. I think they just sell the
Oh,
marshmallows.
just the marshmallows.
It's like, really? Like, come on now. I
mean,
think I like Crunch.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that's not many cereals I don't like. Like I don't
yeah.
like maybe like the Kashi Goleen stuff or whatever, but like real cereal, like the good stuff.
Yeah.
I even like plain cornflakes.
I don't know if I can eat
I'd rather have
cornflakes,
frosted
man.
flakes, but I'll eat some plain cornflakes if I had to.
Okay, frosted flakes, yes, I could, but cornflakes, I don't know, man. That's kind of just dry. It has no taste to it at all. But I don't know. That's about the only one I love cereal too. Does your other half like cereal? Does she eat cereal too?
Yeah, also same. Like just
Nice.
we'll chat down on the whole box of cereal by the two of us.
Good job. Good job. That's awesome. So, and speaking of, I talk about food for some reason. I don't know why, because I'm fat, I guess. But
No, I love
what's your go-to sandwich? Like, if you had to go to a deli or whatever, or Subway or whatever, what would be your go-to sandwich?
I go to Jersey Mike's. I don't know if you guys have those where you are.
No, we don't. I don't think so.
Okay, so it's like a subs place. So I get a club that is roast beef,
Ooh.
bacon,
Yeah.
mayonnaise, and all that stuff, and then I get an Italian.
Uh-huh.
Right? I take one piece of bread off of each and I eat it and I smash it together in a giant sandwich and I eat that.
Nice, dude. That's a huge sandwich.
Yeah, like I think people underestimate how much food I love.
Are you a big Arby's fan then? If you like roast
Yeah, I
beef?
like Arby's. I have Arby's across the street. Get some roast beef with that. They got all them sauces, man. I love sauce.
Exactly.
I get like one pump of each sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, Arby's is pretty good. So yeah, so if let's see, are you a Marvel or DC guy?
Marvel.
Marvel? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see it.
I always been. Like I just find even just aesthetic alone, like Marvel stuff just looks better if nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
And
that.
with the movies nowadays,
Oh, yeah.
like
They're
Marvel
more better.
kills DC in my opinion, in the movie department.
Yeah.
Except maybe I guess Aquaman now. Aquaman is supposed to be real good. I haven't seen it yet.
But Aquaman, you have not seen Aquaman, really?
I don't go out much, man. I'm a homebody. Like I'm a recluse.
I thought Aquaman was like Thor underwater. Just and I know Bobby and now they're gonna be mad, or they won't be mad, but they don't care. But I'm just saying that and if we were talking about it, because they beat out Bumblebee and everything, and he was talking about all this stuff and everything.
I mean, it's smashing in the box office. Like,
yeah, it was. You know why? Because over 35-year-old women were basically what they were seeing it. That's why.
Yeah.
You can see that. I think 75% of it was middle-aged women. So that's fine. It is his thing. And I liked it. It was enjoyable. I thought it was, really good. It was really, nice to see on the screen. It was really beautiful. It had some really nice cinematography and all that stuff. So and the, storyline was cool. And I like the guy who did the Aquaman. I think he did a perfect, job.
He's a likable dude in real life too, so that
Yeah,
helps.
yeah, he's really not, and I love where he takes pictures with couples, and he's always pushing the guy over or something. I mean, that's hilarious. I mean, it's someone that you can relate to. He's just like he's a cool guy, and everything. And Game of Thrones, if you like that stuff and everything. So it was a good movie, but fuck him anyway. So
DC got Aquaman and Wonder Woman like as movies wise, but like Marvel basically has everything else. Everything else they put out was good. 90% of what they put out was good. So.
Oh yeah, are you looking forward to Captain Marvel? And I know you're looking forward to Endgame. So I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Endgame.
Sorry, that's my wife. She's on call. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's like an old school ring.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get flack for this. Thanos is a hero to me. Like I think he's the good guy. In the movie, in context of the movies, so at the end of Infinity War, like the good guy won to me. So like now I'm gonna go watch the good guy lose. In my opinion, I'm gonna go watch my hero get his ass kicked. Yeah. So like I have mixed feelings about wanting to go see that.
I've seen people say, well, that he did a good thing. Like it needed to be or something like that. Or
exactly.
So I've seen people say that he was the the hero of it all.
I mean, it was his movie. It was really Thanos the movie. So
what do you think? Are you looking forward to Captain Marvel?
Yeah. I like the only Marvel movie I haven't seen are the Ant-Mans, the 2 Ant-Man movies.
They're fine. They're not.
I'm sure I would enjoy them if I sat down to watch them, but like I just haven't had the motivation to,
sit down and watch. Enjoyable, but they're not one of the, they're in the mix of, you watched it, but you don't remember them kind of, heroes, like that. You always remember Iron Man, and Captain America, Civil War, and all that stuff. But Ant-Man is in them between the middle. Like it's not terrible, but it's not great.
It's like enjoyable but throwaway. Kinda.
Exactly. Like you watch movies all the time where you're just like, yeah, I love that movie, but you don't remember jack squat.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you what.
And I haven't felt like I missed out on any plots. Like I haven't watching Infinity War and stuff. I haven't felt like I needed to know who Ant-Man is.
Yeah.
But he might play a bigger role in Endgame, so I don't know. I might have to go watch.
So who do you think they're gonna? I've heard rumors they're gonna introduce a new villain and everything. I've heard it might be Galactus. I've heard the rumor that
in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I watch a lot of YouTube crap that everything.
I mean, it would make sense because like how what's the next step up from having the Infinity Gems? Like it has to be some kind of celestial being, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, there's other villains that's been introduced, but I don't think they're like crossover. Like Adam Warlock is a Guardians guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the Skrulls can be.
I mean, they're going to make more, but you think they're going to make a push? I mean, I'm sure they're going to have a little push towards it, but I don't think they're going to be the main villain.
I mean, they're going to be the main thing in Captain Marvel, right?
Right. Yeah, they will be the main. I'm sure they'll have a little because they're saying that I think I've heard rumors that Hawkeye is maybe going to be one. Yeah, and like I said,
but that's the cool part about the Secret Invasion stuff. Is like you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know who is one.
Yeah. So and I think they'll push that towards that. I know they're going to do that towards something.
Yeah. So I mean, they can set that up in Captain Marvel because it takes place in the past, and then like after in Endgame, have them start resurfacing as a new threat and having to figure out how to get rid of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So and that leads to another question: is what makes a good character? What in your eyes? What makes a good character?
Character in general, or like good guy, bad guy? Just
a character in general, like you said, Deadpool, or what drew you into liking a character like that?
Character. Well, they have to have depth first of all. It can't just look cool. I mean, looking cool gets you a long way, but they have to have some depth. They have to be relatable, even if you don't agree with them. Mm-hmm. You have to see where they're coming from.
Yeah,
I think personally.
Yeah,
and also have interesting other characters that are related to.
Yeah,
like they're not like just by themselves. This one person. They have to be connected to other people. Like guys are bad guy wise. Like they have to be believable. Like they have to have brothers, sisters, mother. Everyone has one of those, right?
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. I like that. That's a good answer. Good answer.
Deadpool for me, like, it's different. Like, um, I'm a darker kind of person, like depressive, like nihilistic,
Grunge.
and like,
You're like grunge or something.
well, I did. I like Nirvana was the first
Yeah.
band, the first tape I ever bought.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
love
plugged in New York. Yeah.
So, well, I'm sorry. Go on about your character. I'm sorry.
No, just Deadpool like was dealt a really shitty hand in life, but like he tries to do good, and that makes me want to try and do good.
Okay.
Like I see that like all the crap that's been thrown at him, and like he still fights, he still smiles through it and laughs through it.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah,
that's what brought me into him as a kid.
That's a good reason. So, and speaking of music, since you like music, if you could see one concert, just one concert, it'd be your last concert that you ever watched, who would that be? Maybe
is it like a fantasy thing, or like today, like they have to exist right now?
No, in bad. They could be dead or alive. If you could see one concert.
Man, I would like to see Nirvana live just because.
Okay, I can see that.
I mean, there's a lot of bands I have seen that I do like. So like, I would love to see System of a Down again in the prime.
Okay.
Like, I went to like 3 or 4 of their shows. They were like my favorite band for a while.
Nice. Okay, I can see
that. I used to go to Ozfest around here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
I never went to Ozzy. I've seen Ozzy. I watched, saw him. He was on tour with Mudvayne and Rob Zombie. Back in that'd be around 2001 or something like that. Give or take.
I mean, Rob Zombie. Yeah, that was one of the Ozfests that's here too. But we live close.
Yeah, it wasn't Ozfest, but it was just them three. I think somebody else opened them for another Edema or something. I don't know who somebody, one or the other. But it was mainly Mudvayne opened, and then it was Rob Zombie, and then Ozzy. So it's a good concert. That's the first time I saw Mudvayne, and I really liked it. I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" Like, this sounds good. But and Rob Zombie, I've always liked Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
So where do you have any like projects in the works? Like any future projects? I know you're on Nerd Rage, and you're doing one with Chris and Bobby and everything.
Regular Collectors.
Yeah, Regular Collectors. Y'all doing that? Do y'all have any plans to keep on doing that, or y'all?
Oh yeah, I mean it is what it's regular. Like whenever we get a chance and something to talk about, we get on and talk about it. Yeah. So maybe in the next few weeks we'll get another one together. I mean, we've hung out more lately, but I work. My schedule is crazy right now. I keep taking overtime for some reason. I work 6-7 days a week.
You gotta get paid for the statues, man. Come on.
Exactly. Like they don't come from nowhere.
That is true.
I mean, that's why I buy less other stuff. Like I buy less other stuff, but like I combine that money into statue money.
Well, you're more about quality now instead of quantity.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because of that, I'm all about quality. I don't know because everybody says my collection's trash, but whatever. I love it.
Man, you like it, you win.
I know.
But I mean, I want quantity too. I just can't afford it.
Yeah, true. I can't afford it either, but for some reason I keep getting stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
That's part of the.
So I mean, with Nerd Rage, you've been how long? Were you at the beginning of Nerd Rage, or
no?
Did you just come along?
I came along after, but it was a long time ago. I mean, like I've been around in Nerd Rage for a long time. I'm not quite regular there just because my schedule is crazy. I try to be there at least 75% of the time. Well, I would like to be there 100% of the time, but schedule.
That's better than nothing. I mean, with everybody's schedule, and that's the same. With Sharecast, we try to record Monday through Thursday at least. And sometimes, you can't make it, and we just, I'm in class and everything and not class and everything. So I can't make it all the time. And with this schedule, and Greg and everybody's schedule. So it's kind of hard to.
You still hop on after you get home though?
Yeah, I try to. I'll hop on when I'm at school. I'll get on my phone or something and I'll get on it because I'm 30 minutes away from the school I go to. So if I took that, I wouldn't be able to get on at all, anything. So. So do you have any anything future for anything else, like any other things in the work?
If I have time, I would like to get back into doing showcases of my stuff. Like I did like 3 videos of my statues, but like editing. Like if I do it again, I'll do like you. I would just like record it and just put it up. Not worry about like really editing like Bobby. Like Bobby does heavy editing now.
Yeah.
Like I try to do that, and that's what like burned me out. Like I'm not editing for 2 hours for like
it's a job, man. I'm doing the evolution stuff. I've done 2 of them now, and I really love doing it. And it's a lot of editing because you have to go through to find the pictures, and then you have to speak about that, and then you have to. Then I show what I have, and then you have to do it. it's a process and everything. I understand. It's hard work and everything.
Yeah, I don't have the patience. Krista, my girlfriend, says she might be interested in learning editing, so like, use that excuse. Like, here, edit this video for me.
That's nice. So do you have you ever planned on doing reviews? Have you ever thought about doing that? Like,
I don't do reviews because I don't know. I find because I like statues, right? They're basically all good. So like, it's really subjective whether you like it or not. So I do showcases. I just show like this is what I got. That's what I used to call it. This is I show you what I got. That's the name of my
and that's awesome.
show.
Yeah.
So I want to try and do that more. Like go back.
If you have time, that'd be cool.
And I'll just like put it on Nerd Rage. Like I don't need my own channel. I just throw everything on the Nerd Rage channel.
They would. And any content is good content. So I think it'd be cool to do that. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully when I have time. Then I would like to get back into making more cosplay stuff. I do like it, but it's just really time consuming.
Yeah, you could do that. Actually, yeah, do videos on that stuff. That would be pretty cool. I'm sure there'd be a lot of people, especially in the realm, they would love to see all that stuff.
Yeah, but mostly otherwise, I'm just doing Warhammer, the miniatures, like that. Adam does. Like I do that too, and I spend most of my time doing that. I find it therapeutic. I just sit there, put on a podcast, and just paint.
Nice. So that's how you relax. That's another question. Is that how you relax? Is doing that stuff?
When I'm by myself, yes. Otherwise, like I hang with my girlfriend a lot. Whenever we're together, we spend all our time together. So we eat and like we watch a lot of YouTube. We watch we either play video games or watch Let's Plays.
Okay, that's nice. That's weird. It's weird that we used to when we were growing up, we would always play them, but now kids just watch people playing them on YouTube.
Yeah, I like it. Like it's free. I don't have to pay $60 for a game.
That is true. That is true.
Let's play come out right. Like a game like Resident Evil came out last Friday, like Friday night, like or are streaming, and like certain people are just entertaining to hear the commentary.
Yeah, they are.
And also like sometimes you just don't have the patience to sit and play the game.
Yeah, that's true. I watch a lot of Call of Duty. A lot of people playing Call of Duty.
Oh, so you watch games too.
So it's funny. It's funny. I mean, I don't watch it mainly for the gameplay. I watch it for the guy that's doing it.
Exactly.
Most of the time they're funny. Yeah, they're really funny, and it's really entertaining. You say you're going to sit there and watch. I'll just watch a little bit, and then an hour pass, and you're like, God damn, what did I do?
Yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah,
exactly.
And I can do other stuff at the same time. Like we can eat. I can't eat and play video games at the same time. I can't paint and play video games. So it's like kind of multitasking.
Yeah, exactly. So is anybody watching? Once again, thank you very much for coming in and watch this. Does anybody got any questions for Mr. Uncle Dolphin or anything before we go? Let me ask you one question. Where do you see Nerd Rage Radio in 5 years?
In 5 years, Nerd Rage Radio. It's been almost 5 years, hasn't it? I feel like we've gotten into the groove now of what we're doing.
Okay.
Like I only see more content. Like the show, I think would be the same. The four of us just talking nonsense for 2 hours every week. Regular collectors might be up to episode 5 at that point.
Yeah.
And then like maybe I'll do reviews. Adam started posting as of last night. He posted the first episode of
Oh really?
It's rebranded a Beer and Bolter show.
Yeah, I saw it. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw
his own channel. But like now he's just gonna put that on Nerd Rage too. So I think we're just gonna have more content on there, really.
Okay.
And Bobby, I think if you're on the Patreon, you would know. Like Bobby puts out like 4 or 5 things a month at least, like even on his own, even without other people. So that's a lot of content on Patreon.
Nice. Okay. All right. Mr. Johnson, Christopher Johnson asks, "What's your favorite third-party Transformer?"
My favorite. Can it be a combiner?
Anything was your favorite, man.
My favorite. Well, no, my favorite one is the Generation Toys IDW Prime.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But my favorite combiner, even though it's a crap, it's a shit combiner, but it looks so good, is the Transformations Menasor.
Menasor? Okay.
It doesn't work very well, but it's beautiful.
The card modes the alt modes are beautiful.
Yeah, individually they're awesome, and the combined mode looks awesome. It just doesn't work very well.
Doesn't work. Yeah, that's true. Nice. So if TM Reviews, he did address why he's Uncle Dolphin. Thanks for the workout advice, Joe. Will you follow Adam into the 30K?
No, we've had this discussion, me and him privately anyway. Like we just like different things. I think. Like, I will play with him and 30K, and he'll play with me in 40K. But like, he's like 100% just a 30K guy now,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm like 90% a 40K guy.
Okay.
So
Nice. Nice.
like aesthetically, I just don't find. I find the new 40K miniatures, the Primaris Marines, to be
Mhm.
so good looking that I can't go back. It's like going back. It's like going back to G1 after playing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
Yeah.
that bad, but like it's like that. Like I just can't go
Yeah.
back.
No, yeah, you know, things, you know, evolve and everything. And you just, you know, I didn't get Adam. I'm gonna talk to Adam, see if he wants to come on. It'd be pretty cool. Energon Addict, good dude, Dave. He wants to know any anime recommends.
Okay.
Oh,
This,
here he goes. He's like,
so,
yes, finally.
so anime is really my main thing now. Anime manga, me and my girlfriend's main thing.
Okay.
So I always rep Bobby Skullface now. Like
Oh yeah.
I got these custom tank tops. Only I got them. Everyone else got
Oh, that's so
t-shirts.
sweet.
I bought 10 of them. I paid him, man.
Really? Yeah.
I used to wear only logos from my favorite anime, which is Gurren Lagann. It's on Netflix. It's my favorite thing of all time. If I ever need motivation, if I ever want to do good in life and be a good person, like
Mhm.
I think of that show.
Nice.
That one is good. Madoka Magica is a really good one. I always recommend. It's on Netflix. It looks like a little girl show, but it's not. Just
Okay.
keep watching. Keep watching it. After the third episode, you realize it's not a kid show.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia is great. It's really good. If you're into superheroes and want to get into anime, that's the route I would go. I haven't been moved or like I haven't been that interested in one series and a new series in a long time till
Okay.
I found My Hero, and
Nice.
I've been following One Piece for like a long
I have
time.
no idea what you're talking about.
I know. I'm
I
just
have no anime. I know. That's fine. I mean,
it's,
it's
it's,
cool.
it's for the viewers. But like
Cool.
One
Yeah.
Piece is good. It's hard to get over. I didn't get into it for a long time because the art is really bad.
Okay.
But the art gets better and the story gets really good.
That's
So like if
not
you
bad.
can get past the first two seasons, like
Yeah.
you know,
It gets better. That's cool. That's
and of
awesome.
course I love Dragon Ball. Shout out Justin and Robert D, who are also Dragon Ball fans.
Yeah.
One Punch Man obviously is good. Everyone should know One Punch Man by now. Gundams, the mainline Gundams are always good. Iron Blooded Orphan, which
Yeah, I've
Robert
heard a lot about that. Yeah. Which
and
Josh Fisher asked a question about that. Josh asked, "Are you going to upgrade your DTOS to Madu cases? And
oh,
will we
dude,
see it to the cribs? Will you see a cribs if we do that?"
Chris video, I probably shoot another one this summer. But like I think I was the one who got everyone in the Maju cases. Just saying. I shared it with Bobby and Pinkerton, and then it spread from there. Like I
Oh,
was
yeah, like wildfire. Yeah.
the first one in. I was like 3 or 4 months ago. I already ordered my first big wall case. It should be coming in like sometime
Oh,
this
really?
month.
Nice.
Yeah. But I still have I have 15 DTOFs.
Oh,
Like I think they're great. I have a DTOF island, like 2 rows of 5 combined together into a
nice.
big box.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah. I've always wanted to do that in my room. I don't have room, but I would love to like put maybe 4 in the middle of a room, like you
right.
can walk around it.
Yep.
That'd be
It's
great.
like a museum. And
Yeah,
like it's just the right tool for the right job, like people say. Just put the right thing in there. Don't put Omega Supreme in there.
No, man, you gotta have an Omega Constructor, all of them on one shelf too.
See,
Not
oh yeah,
just one shelf. You forget the other ones,
just
and
like
then
the
have the little Bumblebee from New Age in one little shelf, and then you got perfect DTOF. That's awesome.
when you combine. Well, also when you combine the DTOFs, you can put them on top. Like when you're 4, like you said, you
Uh-huh.
can put Omega Supreme up there and it looks right because it's a big
Yeah,
pedestal.
I have them. Yeah, I have Constructor right here on this side, and I have Omega and Jetfire and all that stuff on this. You can't see it on them, but he's right there. So they're good. I think the top of them is fine, but inside, come on now. If you're having to turn them sideways, just to originals, like
We'll take a shelf out.
yeah, you're failing. Come
Combine
on.
2 DTOFs together.
Exactly. We could get Robert on here, and he could tell you what a good DTOF is. Do you like DTOFs? I mean, do you think they serve their purpose, or are you just
I love
overrated?
I love DTOFs as long as the right things go in there. Like most of our anime figures go in DTOF because they fit well.
Right. Okay, that's cool. And Josh wants to know, what is your favorite Gundam series of all time and favorite mobile suit of all time?
My favorite mobile suit of all time is the Camphor from War in the Pocket, the 0080. It's not the best suit out there. It's not like amazing, but it's my favorite.
That's all that matters.
This doesn't have to be the best thing. Like people like the best things, but you know.
Yeah.
My favorite. It's hard to say. There's so many good Gundam series. Iron Blood Orphan is really good. Unicorn is really good. But I think the 8th MS team. That's probably my favorite. Like that's the feel I like from Gundam. Like it feels like a real war story.
Okay. Do you build the Gundams? Do you build a lot
Yeah,
of
I
Gundams?
do.
Okay.
Dude, like Cody got into it, and Tournaments Prime, shout out to him.
Yeah.
I've been collecting and building for a long time.
Nice.
Within 2 weeks he has me beat. He spent like at least $2,000 on
Oh,
Gundam.
he'll drop money on it. I mean, he's got like that, man. He's that tattoo money, man.
Yeah, it takes me a long time to do. I'm real slow at anything because I have too many hobbies and not enough time. So it will take me like 2 months to put one together.
Yeah.
I like to paint them and stuff. So I do. So I do. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I built one. It was a small. I forgot what it was. It was like a red and yellow one. I like the colors on it. And I built one. But I do the Flames toys. I built the Starscream.
Yeah.
And I got. Are you into those? Are you gonna get into those?
No, I don't buy Transformers that don't transform. I don't care how good they look.
So you're not into the Flames toys then?
Nope. No, I look at Bobby's Tarn. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks good. Does it transform? No, not for me. If you give it to me, I'll sell it right away.
Dude, they're beautiful, man. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I understand both sides. I want mine to transform, but man, they look so good.
They do.
They're works of art.
They gotta serve their purpose. I believe that you can make things look good and transform if you put the effort into it. It's just gonna cost a lot of money, is all.
Yeah, well, that's a good point right there. And people that are getting out Transformers go into Hot Toys,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, because Transformer. But you can make a doll easily, but to actually make a Transformer that you have to transform to look good and to transform, because I said it twice. It's harder. It's a lot harder to do that than just to make a doll.
Yeah, and they're getting better at it. Like we see a lot of the new third party stuff are great.
The Legends, they're little masterpieces, man. Now the Iron Factory and the Magic Square, they're really awesome. They're fun transformation. They look good and everything. But like I said, when people get out of Transformers and dog out Transformers and they want to go to Hot Toys or whatever they want to do, Magfix or any of that, any doll stuff they want to do, which is fine. That's their prerogative, and I don't say anything bad about that. But just don't disregard Transformers because they look ugly or whatever, or the main line. The main line is there for a reason, and you have the masterpiece stuff.
Right. The main line is never gonna really look that great, but the masterpiece stuff is good. I just don't like the route they're going. I don't like the too accurate look. I like the older masterpiece stuff where it's like updated G1.
Little details. It had more details.
Back in those days.
Yeah, exactly.
They're great. Like I have 1/6. I have Hot Toy stuff too, but they don't serve the same purpose.
Yeah, you can pose them one time and you leave them. But with the Transformer, you can get them down and.
Yeah, I play with mine like you. I transform them and I make noises. Shit still.
I'm probably gonna get shit for saying of the Hot Toys stuff, but whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Anyway,
wait. Hot Toys made a Prime, and even Bobby said it's trash.
I've heard that.
Yeah, he said it's trash. He doesn't even want to review it. So.
He did. He said he wouldn't. I think somebody asked him. He's like, nope.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Paul C. once asked, if you could only get one representation of a character from My Hero Academia on your shelf, would you want the powered up All Might hero or the powered down version who was the teacher?
Dude, this is a sore subject for me. This is really a sore subject for me because I missed out on what I want. This is exactly what he says. A week ago, pre-orders for what I want went up. And I was like, oh man, it's kind of expensive. It's kind of on a small size statue wise for the price. And I'm like, let me think of it, think on it. And the next morning I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. Sold out. Overnight, sold out. It is the statue of United States of Smash, like when the final fight between All Might and One for All, or All for One. Like so that's the one I want more than anything. I have not seen a My Hero figure that I really, really want, but that one speaks to me.
Now, the one that sold out, how much is he going for? Like, is he on eBay?
The secondary market is like over $1,000 already. It's like $400 or $500 retail.
And how tall is he? Or how big is he?
It's only, I don't think it's that big. The actual main character is portraying as, I think, like 1/8
Oh,
maybe.
that's not even, yeah.
But like the statue itself is bigger because of all the environment and stuff.
Oh,
And the guy he's fighting is really big.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Paul C said, "Happy New Year to the fellow yellow."
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a Chinese New Year dinner soon with my family.
Yeah, my wallet can take a break a little bit and everything.
Paul
So.
C, man, I still need to download it. Dude, I'm sorry. Paul C's been uploading books for me because I've drive a long time to work.
Okay.
Like, I've been so busy. I haven't gotten to do anything.
Nice. Yeah, it's happened. Busy times and everything. Life happens and everything. So, anyways, well, I think we went over 30 minutes, but I had a wonderful time, dude.
Yeah, man. You gotta hit me back up on Facebook more. Like we used to chat more.
Yeah, we will. I will. And you can come back on anytime, dude. I had a great time, dude. Thank you for taking time. I know you just got off work and everything. Thank you for coming on and everything. And,
no problem. Thank you for having me, man.
Busy schedule on my little show and everything. So, and I'm sure Bobby.
You get big. Come on now. You're not a little show no more. You're getting fans. You're getting lots of content.
But I'm sure Bobby's gonna hit me up and be like, "It was all right. It was fine. The interview was fine." But no, shout out to that guy. Anyways, but yeah, thank you very much, and thank you very much, everybody, for watching and everything, all that good stuff. And tell everybody where they can find you at, all that good stuff.
Well, me is Nerd Rage Radio, really. If you want to contact me, hit up Nerd Rage Radio mail@gmail.com or our Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm easily accessible. You can find me on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I used to have like a fan page for cosplay stuff, but I don't have time for any of that stuff no more.
Yeah.
I'm often on YouTube for now. There's only 3 videos up, and they're like a year old.
Yeah, they're pretty good though.
But I'm gonna put them on Nerd Rage and delete my channel at some point.
Okay, cool. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you very much once again. It was an honor to have you on, and like I said, you can come on anytime. I had a great time, and I can learn stuff. I like that anime stuff you're talking about. No clue what that is, man.
Yeah, man, if you have time, just give it a shot.
I'll try. I have lots of time, dude. I put 13 videos out a day, and I post on Facebook 15 times.
I'll send you a link to a shorter series, and you watch it and tell me what you think.
I'll do that. Okay, cool. All right. Well, anyways, like I said, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out and everything. Somebody already thumbs it down already. Come on.
Already?
Yeah.
All right. They don't like me. That's what it is.
No, it's me. It's more like me, but that's fine.
It's probably Bobby or Robert D.
It could have been Robert D. But anyway, thank y'all very much for joining and everything. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next around 30 minutes. And as always, Hell Hasbro, and good night, folks. All right. Cool, man. Thank you very much, dude. That was awesome.